Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another theme park obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel as always. Today I am back at the park for another theme park obsession ramble. Just me expressing my thoughts and opinions on some things, some hot topics, and today I wanted to talk about my renewal situation for the Disneyland Annual Pass program, the Magic Keys. So yeah, what pass did I renew to? Did I get the Inspired Key or did I downgrade a couple tiers? So we're going to talk about that up next. Now, as all of you know, the Disneyland Annual Pass program is back open as far as renewals are concerned. They're not selling any new passes, so you can't buy one. If someone new that is watching wants to buy an annual pass, unfortunately, you cannot purchase one right now, but you can renew your pass up until your expiration date. You can actually renew on your expiration date, which is exactly what I did. I didn't see the need to rush to renew. There wasn't going to be a scenario where they just stop renewals. I feel like Disney likes to do that kind of thing on purpose to create some sort of false urgency, and I wasn't falling for that because we've seen this before many times, and so Disney just continues to do this just to create some sort of publicity bubble. So I was able to renew on my expiration date, which was today at the time of making this video. And yeah, I had a few options, 4 options to be exact. We have the Imagine Key, we have the Enchant Key, we have the Believe Key, and then the top tier, which is not the train going by, but it is the Inspire Key. And that is the new key. That's the new annual pass that was released when Disney opened up the renewal window. Gone is that dream key. That is no longer a thing. You can't buy it, you can't renew to it. And in its place is the Inspire Key. And Disney was inspired to raise the price $200. Disney was also inspired to give that annual pass some blockout dates as well, 12 to be exact. And I was inspired to really think about my options because $200 more for essentially a pass that gets you less is a big deal. It's something to think about. And this time around, there are blockout dates. So yeah, what the heck is going on, Disney? Like, why? they clearly don't like annual pass holders on the West Coast. What's interesting to me is how Disney is looking at this, because they want Disneyland to be like Walt Disney World. They want to see that influx of tourism. They want people to be purchasing tickets all the time, but that's just not the case. That will never happen at the Disneyland Resort. The Disneyland Resort is more of a locals park, and I feel like getting rid of an annual pass holder market is just foolish because it's a market. You are guaranteed monthly revenue from all of these locals that are willing to buy an annual pass. Why on earth would you want to get rid of that? Just to gamble on the fact that maybe people will purchase tickets. Some people will, but not everybody. And you will never see the same tourism level at the Disneyland Resort as you do at Walt Disney World. It's a different market, different demographic, and quite frankly, it's a different resort property. I mean, they have 4 theme parks and 2 water parks over there and dozens of resort hotels, whereas we have 2 theme parks and 3 resort hotels and a shopping district. That's about it. So yeah, different demographics, and it's very interesting to see Disney's move on this, because I feel like it's clear that Disney does not care for the Magic Key program, and that is why we're seeing an increase, not just with the top tier pass, a $200 increase, but we're seeing increases across the board. All the other passes had price increases as well. And that really got me thinking, like, I have blockout dates and I still have to make reservations. It's the same scenario. So why spend all that money when I could possibly downgrade my pass? Because I also thought about, hey, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't even go in the first place. Maybe I should just say, this year I'm not doing Disney content at all. And trust me, I thought about all these scenarios. I've been thinking for quite some time now, all the way up until today, my expiration date. I was thinking, and I even posted on Instagram saying, hey, maybe I don't even need to renew. Maybe I'll just say heck it and just continue to visit other parks, which I still love doing, and I'm going to continue to visit other parks and continue to travel and all that. But when it comes to Disney, I was just like, I don't really know what I want to do. Again, like I've said many times before, I love aspects of Disneyland. I love some of the rides and attractions. I love some of the shows. And of course, the atmosphere at Disneyland is always great. But it's just the other things, like the micromanaging things or the leadership, that's where I start getting a little flustered. So that's why I was just kind of like sitting back saying, is it really worth it? And I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it for me for less. And for really, they're all kind of the same pass. There's really no difference. At least that's how I look at it. Now that's just for me, because the amount that I travel and I do other things, all the passes really are essentially the same product. I don't go every single day. I'm not one of those live streamers that goes to the park every single day. I don't rely on the weekends. I don't really care for all of that. I'm not really that concerned about the parking situation. I've lived in Orange County and Anaheim before. I know where to park. I know where to go. I also have a bunch of friends that have passes that I could hitch a ride with. To me, I feel like all of those annual pass options were just essentially the same package wrapped in different wrapping paper. So that is why, instead of renewing to the top tier pass, the Inspire Key, I decided to get the lowest possible pass. I went from one spectrum to the other, the total opposite end of the spectrum. I went from a Dream Key, or the Inspire Key, to now the Imagine Key. It is the bottom tier. It's only available for SoCal residents, so I was able to take advantage of that. And that pass is $449, saving me over $1,200 compared to the top tier pass. Yeah, overall, saving that much money, putting it towards other things, I think that was the better decision. That way I can still cover Disney here in California and be able to cover Disney in Florida, which I really love. There's just so much to talk about and see over there, things that I still have yet to see. So that's why I really enjoy going to Orlando. There's just so much to do out there, especially at Disney. So the fact that I'm able to downgrade a couple tiers here gives me more flexibility as far as renewing over there more easily. I would have done it, and here's the thing, like, I would have gotten the top tier pass. I was gonna have no issue getting the top tier pass this year. It was just like, do I really need to spend that much money for getting less? And I didn't think that that was the right move. Because another thing I was thinking about is like, well, a lot of you know that I'm gonna be working at Halloween Horror Nights as a performer this year. For those that don't know, this will be my 9th season working at Halloween Horror Nights, so that's gonna be really exciting. So that means that my September and October is gonna be very busy. I'll still be posting content, don't worry. There'll still be videos up on the channel, but it's just gonna be not as crazy as it has been the past couple months. So yeah, I mean, that's one reason why I don't need a top tier pass right now. I also plan on going to Florida here very, very soon for an extended period of time. So again, that's more days I'm not gonna be able to go to Disneyland here. And then throughout 2023, I've been talking to my dad, because my dad lives in Orlando, and we're moving things around to where, yeah, I'll be in Florida quite some time. So I'll be in Florida more often. And that's always been the goal. I love going to Florida, and I want to go there as much as I can. Ooh, look, the breeze feels nice. That is really nice. So yeah, that kind of led me to be inspired to not renew at the top tier. And I'm pretty happy with that. I could still go to the park, have some fun with friends, and of course provide you guys with some useful information. I could still see Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway when that opens up, and then potentially some construction updates down the road if they do announce anything exciting at D23. So there will still be content, there'll still be fun and excitement at Disneyland for me with that low tier pass. I don't need to get the top tier. Question to you guys though, did you renew at all, or did you say, no, I'm gonna take the year off, I'll get a pass later? Or did you downgrade a couple tiers? Did you do the same exact thing that I did? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments, because I am very interested to see what everyone else did. Because I think when Disney announced that top tier pass, I think that was like the last straw for a lot of people. They're like, dang, that's a lot of money. I mean, for that kind of money, you could literally have a pass with parking to every other theme park in SoCal. So moving forward, don't worry, you'll still see Disneyland content here on Theme Park Obsession. There's a lot of goodies coming to the park. We have Mickey and Minnie's with the new Toontown, of course, all the Halloween stuff coming. So I will try my best to cover as much of that as possible. But yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a good move long term. It's going to save me so much money that I could put towards other passes and trips and all that kind of fun stuff. I mean, yeah, the Disney World pass alone, the fact that I can renew at a discounted rate and have the same perks, by the way. I checked my renewal over at Walt Disney World. They're still giving me 365. They're still giving me free parking. They're still giving me everything that I had on my previous Increda pass. So yeah, awesome. I am super happy about that, and I cannot wait to visit Walt Disney World here very, 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 very soon. Yeah, go ahead and let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on the annual pass program. You know, I have a feeling next year, I think the top tier pass is probably gonna be like $2,000. I honestly think it will be. I've been wanting Disney to do a coast to coast pass. Like, I want them to bring that back, because they did have the Premier Pass a few years back, if some of you remember that. It was like a little over $2,000 and you got access to Disneyland and Walt Disney World. And now if they bring that pass back, and it's for a reasonable price, and there's no blockout dates and all that kind of stuff, then I'll definitely think about that one for a renewal for maybe at the end of 2023 or so. But yeah, I have a feeling they're not gonna bring anything like that back, just because they want people to like buy both. They want people to buy the Walt Disney World Pass and the Disneyland Pass. But yeah, go ahead and let me know what your thoughts on all of this is. Again, I'll still be providing all of the normal amounts of content as much as I can, at least with Disney. And of course, all the other theme parks like Universal, Knott's, Six Flags, SeaWorld, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited for the rest of the year. I'm excited for 2023 because I'll be doing a little bit more trips. It's gonna be a lot of fun here on the channel, and I'm just so happy that all of you continue to watch and support me. It's been such a roller coaster ride, and I am enjoying every single bit of it. So I hope this wasn't too negative. Again, I just want to share my thoughts. I always love being honest to everybody here. I feel like not too many influencers out there are being straight up when it comes to Disney, because they're afraid that Disney's going to do something. Disney doesn't care. Like, it's good to be honest, especially for those that are traveling and coming to the parks. I feel like it's very important to be honest and speak your mind about some things, because we are customers and we are purchasing products, and it's like, if we don't really care for some of the products, and I feel like it's okay to say it's not good. You know, it's okay to say that things are too expensive. It's okay to say that things are just not as good as they used to. Now, that's not to say everything's bad. There's a lot of awesome, cool things that Disney does, but I feel like it's so taboo now to say that Disney's doing something bad. And it's like, no, they, just like every other theme park company, they're not perfect. So I like to point that out here on my channel. I'm glad so many of you agree with everything that I say. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little ramble through the park, and I'll be doing more of these videos as time goes on, especially when hot topics pop up, or you know, exciting theme park news pops up and I want to do a video talking to you guys. But if you like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these videos, and of course all the other theme park videos I have on my channel, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you'll stay up to date on every time I post a new video. Head down in the description to check out my Instagram page. If you're not following me there, I highly suggest doing so, because all the breaking news and fun stuff happens there first, and then it trickles over here to YouTube. So yeah, be sure to follow that. But yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is, and I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.